Welcome to Somers High School, where on this Friday night, we're in for a treat with the Lions Invitational Track Meet at Somers High School. Right now, we're in our shuttle hurdle event warm-ups for this event. It is 3 people to a team. Each team is going to start on one end. They're going to run through one lane to the end of the hurdles, and then someone from their team will come back the opposite way until they are out of runners. So in this first heat, we have Arlington, New Rochelle, and Somers.
And this is exciting. Track meet day 1 and 2. We'll be doing a day 1 coverage for you today. Thank you for everyone tuning in. I'm Benny Silk. I'm here with
Brennan Appy.
And yeah, it's going to be an exciting night. We got the hurdles, and then we have the running as well coming up next. This should be a fun night. And Brandon, do you want to talk about some of these events a little bit and your experience with them?
Yeah, so over the winter, I did do hurdles myself. Not as long distance as these, but it's a great event. Best thing you can do is get as low as possible on the hurdles to minimize the time that you are off the ground. And these teams also need to make sure that when they're getting to the end and starting, they need to make sure that they're entering and exiting the go zone at the same times, in order to not get a penalty, a disqualification for leaving too early.
So as the teams get ready, we're about to get started off in the girls shuttle hurdle of Varsity. We got Arlington, New Rochelle, and Somers up first.
Runners to their marks, they're set.
And we're off. Close battle as they're off. Pulling ahead is New Rochelle.
New Rochelle with a quick lead. Somers and Arlington neck and neck for second. And the switch off for Arlington is good. And Somers right behind them, a little bit ahead of Arlington. New Rochelle with a big lead, but Somers coming up quickly.
New Rochelle pulling more and more ahead, but Somers pulling into second place as they have swapped out, heading towards the finish. It's going to be New Rochelle.
There they have one more. New Rochelle with a great lead. Somers trying, but it looks like it will be New Rochelle on her last hurdle there. And New Rochelle there is going to come in first with a time of 51.77. Somers in second with a time of 55.71, and Arlington in third with a time of 56.60.
And a close finish, especially between second and third, 1 second. And now on to our next.
We have Arlington's B team, Nanuet and Yorktown.
As they are set and ready. And we're off.
Pretty even at the start. We have Nanuet and Yorktown pulling ahead a little bit. Nanuet pulling ahead from Yorktown. Arlington falling into third. Nanuet about a hurdle in front of Yorktown at the end, and she's going to be off on their next leg. Next leg for Nanuet. Good distance, but Yorktown is catching up a little bit. And then Arlington, a distant third. Nanuet on their third leg. Yorktown on their third leg. And Arlington on their third leg now.
Got a big lead for Nanuet.
Nanuet has a 2-hurdle lead there. Yorktown moving fast. Nanuet last hurdle. And Nanuet is going to cross the line first with a time of 56.25.
And Nanuet is going to take that one.
Yorktown in second with a 57.71. And then Arlington in third with a 104.16.
As now we get ready for heat number 3. We got Rhinebeck. We got B team. We got Rhinebeck's A team. And we got Lakeland Panis' A team as they are getting ready to get started.
Rhinebeck's B team will be in lanes 1 and 2. And Rhinebeck's A team will be in 3 and 4. They're off.
Falling ahead, it looks to be Rhinebeck up front, but Lakeland Panis in the middle of both Rhinebecks for a second.
Lakeland Penn Pennis and Rhineck A neck and neck here at the end of this first leg.
First leg, it's neck and neck. As they now come back, Rhineck A team looks to be pulling ahead.
Shortly behind her, Lakeland Pennis and Rhineck B far back. But this is going to be a competitive last leg here. Both teams very close on the same hurdle. Rhineck A out of the gates a little faster, it looks like.
As now, there goes Rhineck A, starting to pull away here. As there she goes, pulling ahead.
Not see a third runner from Lakeland Pennis. Huh.
Interesting
All
there,
right.
no.
I'm not sure what happened there, but Rhineck A in first with 59.95. Rhineck B in second with 104.02. And Lakeland Pennis did not finish. Unsure what happened. Maybe somebody left early. They got disqualified. Not sure there. But next up on our track, we have Hendrick Hudson, Fox Lane, and Croton Harmon.
That should be an exciting one. 3 schools from in this area as well. Tuskers have played Henhut and Fox Lane in other sports before as well.
And we spoke to Lacko before the meet today. We asked him on how they're preparing, and he said that the team has been diligently preparing, constant and focused training. They've emphasized speed, endurance. With tempo runs, the athletes have shown great dedication and commitment in their workouts. They've seen encouraging progress in recent weeks leading up to this home meet, and they had their league championships with both the boys and girls team won this past Monday and Tuesday. So they got a great run in before this today. And we're off with our next heat of the girls shuttle hurdle relay.
Neck and neck between Henhut and Fox Lane. By Croton Harmon keeping up as well as now Henhut is pulling away. Fox Lane in second. As Henhut keeps pulling away. Now they're going to swap it on off as Henhut heads on back.
Henhut back in short distance with first. We have Fox Lane catching up.
Will Fox Lane catch up as they're getting closer and closer? Fox Lane passes for the lead. Neck and neck, though, as
Fox Lane and Hendrick Hudson are going to start their third leg at the same time. But Hendrick Hudson is going to pull away, be about a hurdle ahead of Fox Lane.
the trick there was Henhut just had the faster start, was able to pull ahead as Fox Lane. It was basically a tie at the end of that last heat there.
Yeah, so Hendrick Hudson going to be in first with a minute and a minute point three. Sorry. Fox Lane in second with 103. 103. Sorry, Fox Lane in second there with 103.62, and Croton Harmon in third place with 104.46. On the track now, we have John J. Cross River, Maria Regina B in lanes 3 and 4, and Maria Regina A in lanes 5 and 6, and they're halfway through their first leg.
They're right next to each other, but John Jay a little bit ahead as there goes John Jay pulling ahead. Now they're really like right next to each other there. Now they're coming back as here goes John Jay pulling ahead. John Jay for the big lead as it looks like John Jay up in front as they get to the other side. And let's see if John Jay is going to be able to keep their momentum in this one. Now John Jay continuing to pull more and more ahead as behind that we have Maria Regina in second and far behind in third as they head to the finish, and John Jay with 101.59 seconds, followed by Maria Regina. B team with 104.96.
No, that was the A team. Maria Regina A with 104.96, and Regina B with 110 87.
We're off. Pulling ahead.
Looks like we have Mount Vernon pulling ahead there. Mount Vernon and Rye Country Day on the track.
Mount Vernon continuing to extend their lead as they head back for part 2 as they hand it off for the final time. There goes Mount Vernon still up front.
Mount Vernon came down on that hurdle a little too low and almost kicked it. But she's able to recover. Mount Vernon ahead, slowing down a little bit. Does Rye Country Day have a chance? And no, they do not. Mount Vernon is going to take the win on that one with 51.98. And Rye Country Day second with 53.33. And now on to our last heat. We have Bronxville against Briarcliff.
Bronxville and Briarcliff. Briarcliff is a team. Both teams the Tuskers have played in multiple sports, including Briarcliff and Varsity lacrosse, where they destroyed just a few weeks ago at this very field. As we're off, they're basically tied right now as they're heading down to the finish to pass it on to their partner. We'll see who gets the better start here. That may be what does it. As
yes, whoever has the better start could put them ahead for the rest of this race, but it looks like they're still neck and neck.
Briarcliff edging out a little bit, but wait, there still is Bronxville. As Briarcliff gaining some momentum here and gaining some speed, passing it off to number 3 now, to their player number 3.
Briarcliff with a whole hurdle lead on Bronxville now.
They head to the finish. It's going to be Briarcliff.
Briarcliff with a time of 59.27, and then Bronxville in second with a time of 1 minute and 41 seconds. Now let's look at who won the shuttle hurdle relay for the girls. So we'll get those results up there. Results have not been finalized yet, but New Rochelle in first with 51.77, Mount Vernon in second with 51.98, and then Rye Country Day in third with 53.33. And I would like to note Somers in fourth with 55.71. Congratulations to our top teams there.
A few other teams to highlight. Nanuet comes in fifth, 56.25. Arlington came in sixth at 56.60. Yorktown in seventh with a 57.71. Briarcliff comes in eighth. Wainak in ninth, and Henhut in 10th. A few other schools to highlight from around here. We got John Jay in 12th, Wainak in 14. Arlington B team in 15. But a great job by New Rochelle taking that challenge.
Yes, so next up on the track, we're going to have the girls' mile race walk.
And this should be interesting. Never officially seen what this event is, but it's going to be exciting. Brandon, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
A little bit about the race walk. So the girls, our track here is a 400-meter track. So 4 times around the track. The rules for the race walk is the girls must have 1 foot in contact with the ground at all times. And as long as that is in place, the girls can go as fast or as slow as they want.
Yeah, then this is going to be interesting. Let's see. There's probably strategy or stuff that comes into this, and let's see what is going to happen. But
yes, so we have 2 heats, 16 girls in the first heat. In this heat from Somers, we have Liana, Aurelio, Valentine. They're off here. Now this is a much slower paced event. This event usually takes around 10 minutes. So we're going to be here for a little bit. That's all right, though. While we're going, we'll talk about something else that Lacko's talked to us about. So we asked him about his expectations for his team's performance tonight. They're aiming for a strong overall performance from all their event groups. Their primary expectation is for each athlete to compete to the best of their ability. They want them to set their PRs and contribute to the team score. While the competition, it's going to be fierce. It's going to be tough. Many private schools here as well, not just public schools. So that's always a tough matchup. They believe that their athletes are well prepared to rise to the occasion and make a significant impact. Girls starting to space out a little bit now. Not sure, unable to tell who we have in first so far.
But it looks like we have at least someone is pulling ahead, being able to keep both feet on the ground and doing it well as she is pulling ahead. That must take a lot of strategy, as it's tough to walk on the ground having both feet, especially if you're in track. That makes it even more tough as you're used to running. But here
Yeah,
they
so
come.
in first, we're going to have Chloe Howard from Hendrick Hud. She's going to have some distance on second place, Amy Q. In third, we have Eden Picard from Lakeland Panis. And in seventh place, we have from Somers, Liana Arroyo Valentine. First lap is done here, so we will get.
So as they head back as that is going to be complete lap for them.
We are going to get the mile splits. Yeah, so first lap for Chloe Howard in first, 2:03.69. Amy Q with 2:11.04.
As in front now, we still have Hen Hot, who is pulling ahead still on this one. That's Chloe Howard. So Chloe Howard pulling ahead now as it's looking to be more and more of a lead for her. But as she's pulling away, let's just take a look at a finish for lap one. Just a close finish there. It was a close battle of the finish there in lap one. As the walk continues now, it's Hen Hut of Chloe Howard getting closer and closer. As here comes Howard. Here comes Howard. As now she is pulling ahead.
We have 2 more laps here, 4 total laps.
As we are now halfway through this one.
Yes. So we're 4 minutes in. The last lap for Chloe Howard was 2:12. Yeah, notification sounds are gonna go through. In second, her split for the second lap was 2:25.11, and Liana Kamaj from Arlington in third after that last lap they just switched it. Eden Picardi third after that last lap with 2 minutes 33 seconds. So
still in front is Hen Hut, just pulling more and more away.
yeah, Hen Hut has 3/4 of a straightaway on her second place. Uh-oh. It looks like we're gonna have an error in the scoring here. It seems they messed something up. So Chloe Howard is still in first, and then Amy Key is still in second, and then Eden Hardy is still in third. Yes, Chloe Howard approaching the end of her third lap. She has a whole straightaway lead on Amy Q from Horace Greenlee.
There's the bell.
So as they continue heading down, as now passing is that is Briarcliff.
She's coming up on her final lap.
Yeah, so Chloe's third lap, Chloe Howard, 2:13.95.
Look, that is Eden Hardy and Liliana.
And it looks like from Amerineck, Lily Pacenta is going to be passing Eden Picardi for third place, and then Amy Key is going to be on her third lap. Now her last lap, a time of 2:35.43.
Chloe Howard coming up on 200.
So as we continue, let's see, Brandon, are there any student athletes to watch for in today's event?
There absolutely are. From Somers, several athletes have been performing exceptionally this season. Sam Parsons, Chuck Sullivan, Caitlin Fry, Luke Armstrong, Logan Labasso, Christian Labasso, Lenny Novinchenko, Gabe Caxire, Aiden C., Justin Williams Conroy, and PJ Goff. These athletes are out here. They're ready to shine this weekend. They're excited. We and Laco is excited to see what they can achieve as Chloe Howard is lapping some of the slower racers as she approaches the line.
She will take this.
Chloe Howard is going to take this with about a straightaway to spare.
What a finish for Chloe Howard.
Yes, final time 2:37.61. Her last lap was 2:07.82.
A great win for Chloe Howard as she was able to pull away more and more throughout this one, and domination win by Chloe Howard. So as we continue to the end, it looks like we've got
Here comes NEQ.
Chloe Howard in first. We now heading back towards the end. Looks like we're gonna have Briarcliff looks to come in a second. And that's Amy Q who takes that one. And Q is going to take second. As we head to the finish for third battle for third. And they come into third. It's going to be Arlington who takes third place in this battle.
So it's Amy Q in second, 9:38.66. Liliana Kamaj in third, 10:03.50.
As then we got Yorktown coming, few Yorktowns coming, multiple others as they're heading towards the finish. Battles for lower places there, but again, a great dominant performance by Chloe Howard of Head Hot, followed by Amy Q and Arlington. Now they're updating it to Mamaroneck, who came in third.
Oh, our results are updating. There's actually lineup.
As we apologize for all the stats are not 100% correct.
Yes, we are getting these as the officials are putting them in, so they are not official as we say them. They could still be changed. We will let you know if there's any changes you need to be aware of, and when stats become official.
But currently on the board, we don't know if those are accurate, but those are the placements as of now. As we got Jaden up there, our cameraman, showing you that. But we still got some walkers here heading towards the finish. And Brandon, what are some other events coming up tonight?
Yeah, some other events. We have some great events tonight. So we have the boys 4x-mile relay. We have the boys. We also have the boys and girls javelin throw, which unfortunately we will be unable to show. We have the boys shot put. We have girls long jump, boys long jump, and girls shot put as well. Shot put is going to be over on the far side of the track.
We will have another section of rainfall right after this.
What? I'm gonna Sorry, what was that about? Can you show the shot put area? Yeah, so shot put on the far side of the track there. We may take a look over there later, and that is the only throwing event we will be able to call, as other events are on the lower fields here at the high school, discus and jav throw.
Something to look forward for. And look, coming up this week, we have a few broadcasts coming up. 2 of them will be on our channel. On Monday, we have Boys Varsity Lacrosse, which will be on YouTube and local live. Boys Varsity Lacrosse, as they are going to take on Byram Hills. That should be an exciting one. And then on Tuesday, we have Girls Flag Football. It's also senior night, as they are going to take on Mayapack.
Yes, so sorry, Benny, go ahead.
As we're now off.
Yes, our second heat of the girls race walk on the track now, waiting for the update on the live.
As we're off, it looks to be the color purple. That may be John Jay, though. There's 55 schools here, so no guarantee, but it's neck and neck battle for the lead currently, as looks like currently in first and second they are battling. It's a close battle for the lead, but yeah, again, if you're just getting here, this event is you have to keep your feet on the ground the entire time.
1 foot contact with the ground, whole time.
Yeah,
Yep,
1 foot. As we come around.
There we go. We have our updated stats. So in first, it looks like we have Karen Vasquez from New Rochelle, possibly followed by Irene Jang from Croton Harmon.
As they're coming around, and it was a battle. They were neck and neck in the beginning, but these two were able to pull ahead, and they're looking to pull away in this one. They started off And those two were able to get in front. As now they are coming around for lap number 1. In front, number 21, Samantha
Delgado. In
of
second, we
New
have
Rochelle.
Francesca Slippin. And in third, we're going to have Grace Freeman.
As they come around for lap number 1, we still got 3 more laps to go in this one as they go around.
Thank you. After lap in the second section of the girls' mile free swap, Samantha Delgado from New York leads the way. Just 2 seconds behind her is Francesca Slippin from Crow and Harmon. Grace Freeman from Rapids is out here top 3.
We're going to try to just do it. This is the varsity.
Yes, we're back. So Samantha Delgado from New Rochelle still appears to be in first place. Her first lap, a time of 2:04:40, and closely behind Francesca Slippin from Clow and Harmon with a time of 2:06.1. Both seniors. Not far behind is Grace Freeman with her first lap being 2:09.8. This race walk appearing to be a lot more competitive than the last.
As we come around, it's a very close battle between first and second, as this is very well still anyone's game. But we'll be back in a moment when we get to the final lap.
Yes, approaching the final lap here, we have Grace Freeman from Briarcliff in first with Samantha Delgado in second. Francesca Slippin in third. Approaching the final lap. Onto the final lap, Grace Freeman, her third lap time of 2:14.30. Her overall time is 2:45.2. Third lap time for Samantha Delgado, 2:28.1. Francesca Slippin, and third lap time of 2:32.1.
A lot of these walkers are neck and neck here. As that is a close battle for that place there.
That guy looks to be about fifth or sixth that they're competing for there. Still good placement. So while these girls are halfway through the last lap, let's look at the scoring so far. So in first, Arlington, we have a three-way tie for first with Arlington, Nanuet, and Bronxville. Tied for fourth, Mayapack and Hendrick Hudson. That was for the boys. And for the girls, tied for first, three-way, we have Mount Vernon, Nanuet, Rye Country Day. And then tied for fourth, Arlington with 16 and Hen Hud with 16.
But we're early, as this is only the fourth of 37 events today.
Yes, only 4 of 30 events have been scored so far. As Grace Freeman approaching the end of her last lap, all smiles for her. No one else in sight.
As she's going to head to the finish. And that is going to be Grace Freeman who winds up taking that one for Briarcliff. Briarcliff wins this second race walk, heat 2 of 2 as they get to the finish.
Yes.
The girl 16:09.
Grace Freeman with a time of 9:10.1. Samantha Delgado just finishing there with a time of 9:30.3 in second.
20
and then
seconds behind there.
Francesca Slippin of Croton Harmon finishing her race there with a time of 9:39.8. Congratulations to our top 3 there. Now, looking at the overall scoring for the race walk here, Chloe Howard in first from Hendrick Hudson with a time of 8:37. Grace Freeman in second with a time of 9:10. Samantha Delgado in third with a time of 9:30. Fourth, Amy Q with a time of 9:38.66. And in fifth, Francesca Slippin with a time of 9:39.80. Times are not final.
As they come around, looks like the battle for about 5th and 6th. I've split out a little bit, but looks like we have some walkers pulling ahead as they come in towards the end.
Yep.
Not yet. I'll introduce this. All right, so on the track now, we are gonna have the boys 600 meter as we're off.
1600 meter.
1600 meter as we're off. One of my personal favorite events to call, as it's always close battle. Similar to a NASCAR super speedway race, as we are off in this one.
Yeah, on the track, we have Irvington, Nanuet, Minnesink Valley, New Rochelle, Somers, Arlington, Bronxville, Minnesink Valley, B Team, Westlake, Stepinac, Mamaroneck, Valhalla, Briarcliff, and John Jay East Fishkill.
As they come around for lap number 1, the other teams are warming up to pass it on for number 2. Out there for the Tuskers, we look to have Christian Labasso getting ready to take over there for the Tuskers on lap number 2 as they come on around.
Appears to be 8-C for Somers on this first leg.
But ahead right now, that is... it's a battle. 2 wide, battle for the front.
And it looks like it's going to be Minnesink Valley. Unsure if that's A or B. I'm going to assume it's A, but you can never assume in track when it comes to these things.
Close battle as they now go for lap number 2 as they're going to continue.
Yes.
3 more laps to go as Irvington Valley pulls more and more ahead.
So Minnesink Valley in first with a time of 09.69. And then New Rochelle in second with a time of 109.83.
As they now come on around. As they're going to pass it off to their...
Oh, sorry about that. Mile. So they will be running 4 laps. It's my bad. Still 8-C with the baton for Somers.
Still ahead is
Minnesink Valley.
Minnesink Valley as... Now it's a battle, Minnesink Valley, but right behind him, that is Irvington. Did he pass him? That's the question as we go around the tent to lap number 3 now. Irvington Valley still in the lead. Here comes Irvington Valley, but now on him is New Rochelle. This is the pass for the lead. New Rochelle catching up, and right there as well is still Irvington sitting in third.
New Rochelle moves over, I believe, into lane 1.5. That means right on the line between lanes 1 and 2, which is allowed in these races where you all merge together. Generally, runners will run in lane 1, but strategy we see sometimes is runners running in lane 1.5 to make it harder for other teams to pass them. And that's also the lane they're going to want to run in when passing. So yes, New Rochelle in lane 1.5 passing Minnesink. Irvington looking to tag along behind New Rochelle, and they are both going to get ahead of Minnesink.
New Rochelle able to pass on the outside, and that is going to take the lead for New Rochelle. New Rochelle now up front. What a move, going on the outside and going up to take the lead, as now New Rochelle pulling away. Now back to third is Minnesink Valley. As they're coming around, we still have New Rochelle gaining their lead a little more. New Rochelle, also the location of where Iona Prep is. And Brandon, how does Somers have to do with Iona Prep?
What was that?
Get more specific. When will Somers be taking on Iona Prep next?
Yes, I thought that's what you're asking. I wasn't sure though. But Somers will be taking on Iona Prep in week 0 of their varsity football season. They're going to having a neutral site game up at Albany. We're excited to hopefully being able to make that trip with the club. Hopefully able to call that game in person as handoffs come in. New Rochelle handoff at 4:33.47 in first. Irvington handoff in second with 4:36.19, and Minnesink Valley in third with a handoff time of 4:42.64.
And a great handoff for New Rochelle. They were able to, after that, get a quick pass to make it a bigger lead as now they're multiple yards ahead. As New Rochelle pulling more and more ahead in this one now. After that pass just a few moments ago, that was the pass to
Lenny.
decide it, most likely decide it.
Yeah, so for Somers with the baton now, we have Lenny Novinchenko, and he is moving up. He's moved up a few spots already.
As they're coming around now.
Lenny moving into lane 1.5. Looks like he's going to make an attempt to pass John J. East Fishkill. He's going to get around him.
That's now on to lap 2, but still far ahead. We have the New Rochelle, who has a big lead here in this one.
Yes, New Rochelle ahead by 5 seconds at the beginning of this lap. And now while they're going around, we also asked Coach Lacko about the challenges that they might face in this meet. He said with 68 teams and over 2,500 athletes, the scale of the meets presents just logistical challenges in terms of organization and timing. Competition's also going to be a significant challenge, pushing our Somers athletes here to the limit. They need to maintain. He said that they need to maintain their focus and manage the excitement and potential pressure. That will be crucial for this home team's performance today and tomorrow. So coming up on our next lap here, New Rochelle going to be in first with a time of 6:56.5. Irvington in second with a time of 7:01.01. And Menacing Valley in third with a time of 7:10.56. And Somers moving up in fourth with a time of 7:11.93.
Still a big lead, but
it looks...
Irvington is catching up to New Rochelle, actually, as they're getting closer and closer during the third lap in this one. As now battle for third, we look to have Mistake Valley still in third, but Somers looks to be right there as well. That is Lenny, who is battling for third place with Mistake Valley. Battle on the outside. This is for the lead.
It's going to be Irvington, New Rochelle, and New Rochelle pulling ahead a little bit, but Irvington has a little more. It looks like they're going to pass the line almost together, but we're able to see
one lap to go in this one for these runners.
This leg. So we actually have 2 more runners to go. But New Rochelle did cross the line just barely before Irvington with a time of 8:16.5. And Irvington passed the line second with a time of 8:16.52. Only a .02 difference there. As Somers did come into third, moving up a position with a time 8:24.65. But Somers appears to have just been passed. But Lenny is not going to allow that. He's going to push right back past them.
3 wide there as Lenny's trying to get around. A 3-wide battle.
And Lenny got passed on the inside there, it appears. So he was, he did not move over quick enough, and the other team was able to get back around him. So Lenny is going to be in fourth for Somers. Coming into the handoff here. Ready for the handoffs. Gabriel Caxire taking the handoff for Somers. He's going to take us on the third leg, which means Christian Labasso is going to be finishing this race for Somers in his laps after Gabe. Gabe looking to make up some ground here for Somers, get them in a good position, but cross the line. Irvington in first with a time of 9:28.58. Moving up a spot. New Rochelle in second with a time of 9:29.35. Moving down a spot. Nanuet overtaking Somers for third with a time of 9:33.77, and then Somers in fourth with a time of 9:34.94. So our runners are on the second straightaway of their first lap, heading back to the finish line, and it looks like Somers had been passed by Westlake. Westlake was down, way down in I believe ninth at the beginning of this lap, but they pushed ahead, and New Rochelle taking the lead back at the end of this lap, 10:36.88. Irvington in second with 10:39. Nanuet in third with 10:40, and Somers in fourth with 10:43.
Another thing we're seeing here is some of these leaders are already lapping some of the other runners as these runners are going fast around, lapping multiple of the other runners here with some big leads. As we come around, still up front after that lap is New Rochelle as we're coming around. New Rochelle leading, but still trying to gain for the leads is Irvington to get back in front. Irvington right there though, and here he may be coming for the pass right behind him. Irvington right there, but it looks like New Rochelle has the lead spot, and we'll see if Irvington able to go on the outside for the pass. Pass now on the outside.
And we also looks like Gabe Paxar moving into lane 1.5, maybe thinking about making a pass there.
Let's just take a look at the pass. A great pass there for the lead, and now that is gonna be the pass that has put Irvington in front.
Neck and neck with Nanuet. Is he gonna be able to get past? He's in lane 1.5.
There go Gabe. Gabe battle for third.
Pulls ahead, but is he gonna be able to get back over to lane 1? It looks like it. He's able to move back over to lane 1 to secure the pass, moving Somers into third halfway through his third lap.
As there come Irvington, looks to be pulling ahead towards the end of this one. We got New Rochelle in second, and Gabe for the Tuskers in third as they come to the finish to pass. And they're going to go around.
One more
for the current runners in before they're going to hand off to the next runner getting up for the Tuskers. That's going to be Christian Labasso.
Gabe with another pass there. See, we're going to show that pass just out of frame there. Unfortunately, that's all right, though. Great job to Gabe. He got that. He was able to move Somers up another spot. So Somers is going to be in second now for this one.
As we'll see if Gabe, or next it will be Christian Labasso. We'll see if Christian Labasso will be able to do it and try to get in front for the lead, as now they're going to hand it off to the final runners in this one.
And now right as Gabe was making that pass, I was about to question if these runners, not just Gabe, had left enough in their tanks for their final lap of this mile. But it appeared that Gabe had left just the right amount. And Christian out of the gates hot, trying to catch up to Irvington. Irvington with a 5-second lead on Somers.
But here comes Christian Labasso, moving faster and faster as it looks like he has the momentum.
Somers athletes and coaches on the infield cheering on Christian Labasso.
As much as it is a gap, he still has 3.5 laps and plenty of time to get the pass. And let's see if Christian is able to get it done. Christian.
Agency running over to cheer on his teammate as he already finished his leg. Same as Lenny, cheering on their teammates on this relay.
Christian is someone who has been on the track team since a freshman, and he's gotten more and more into it as time has gone on and improved a lot while in track.
Yes, all 4 of these runners, top distance runners on our team here at Somers. Great athletes.
As now Christian is gaining more momentum, catching up to Irvington, and we may have a battle for the lead, but Irvington's still up a bit, but the gap is less and less.
The gap is less. Somers has reduced the lead to a 4-second lead in 1 lap. They're going to need to speed that up just a little bit if they're going to be able to win this one. These would be some great points for Somers if they're able to win, and not even win. You will also get points for being in the top 5, but first place gets the most. Christian in second still. We're going to get to see how far apart they are. Let's see, we get the times.
So currently we got Irvington 15:30 and
okay, yes. So Irvington 15:30, 79. Oh, all right, there we go. There's the update. Irvington 16:40, 62, and Somers back to a 5-second lead, 16:45.05. Christian Labasso, he has his work cut out for him on this last lap here.
it's going to be a tough challenge, but anything could happen. Irvington could easily lose momentum and Christian could go for the pass. Let's see
Apologies,
what's
he
going to
has-
happen
he
here.
has 2 more laps. That was the end of his 2nd lap. He is currently on his 3rd lap.
So more time still for Christian to be able to get the pass, as
Christian appears to be passed by Nanuet.
Nanuet now pulls into second as
Blacko almost in lane 2 there, cheering on Christian Labasso. Got to make sure he doesn't get too close to get his relay team disqualified, but Blacko really trying to push Christian here. As he said, he's going to have his athletes push to their limits with this great competition here tonight.
as we got a lot of close battles.
Christian will be giving this last lap all he's got. But he's in 3rd right now, as Nanuet was able to overtake. Christian may be out of gas. They were 12 seconds behind Irvington coming into this last lap. Irvington already on the straightaway, halfway through. Irvington going strong.
Here goes Irvington.
It looks like this race is going to go to Irvington, but we're going to have a race for 2nd and 3rd.
What a way for
Somers
Irvington to
athletes
take it.
cheering Christian on. But it looks like Nanuet is going to come in 2nd, and Somers will come in 3rd. Congratulations to our top 3. Irvington in 1st with 18:57.83. Nanuet in 2nd with 19:09.75. And then Somers in 3rd with 19:12.67. Congratulations to our top 3 teams there.
And what a finish there. A close battle to the end. It winds up going to Irvington, Nanuet in 2nd, and the Tuskers in 3rd.
Still a great race by Somers. They're going to get some points for their team there. Every little bit helps at meets like this.
But while we have a moment, check out the Somers Sports broadcast where we create sport talk show episodes each week. Our next episode will include an interview with Somers Varsity baseball coach, Coach JT. So tune into that. We also talk about sports, Somers sports, professional sports, and so forth. It's called the Somers Sports Broadcast, a sports talk show and a club at Somers High School. Check it out. Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests. We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today. Predict upcoming sport games. To win it 26-23, the Chargers win. Debate sports. Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports. Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive. And much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown!
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's gonna be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Somers Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify. We still have some racers finishing up here, but again, it was Irvington who took this one. Still a great effort as we have Valhalla currently out there. A lot of runners here, and up next we have our girls coming up as they're going to be passing the baton off to each other around the school, on the field. And just some upcoming broadcasts for the Somers Sports Broadcast. So we have this Monday, we have Somers vs. Byram Hill. We'll be doing that off our YouTube. On Tuesday, it'll be the Tuskers taking on Mayapack Girls Flag Football. That will also be on our YouTube. On Wednesday, we'll be doing this one exclusively off of Local Live. It's going to be, I'll be calling that game the Tuskers and Fox Lane Boys Varsity Lacrosse. That is also going to be senior night, a nice night to recognize the seniors there. And then we have, after that, we have the girls' game. I will not be able to make that one, but on the 8th, we have the girls' game where they are going to take on Lakeland Girls Varsity Lacrosse. After that, the following week, we have, on the 14th, we have Girls Varsity Lacrosse taking on Hen Hut, a game I'm looking forward to do as well. And finally, on the 15th, to end off the regular season, they are going to take on Tappan Zee as Valhalla still running there to finish it off here as they come to the finish. But yeah, Tappan Zee as well, another matchup that I'm looking forward for boys varsity lacrosse. And it's going to be an exciting rest of the season. It's going to be exciting with the playoffs. The Tuskers are currently projected to get the 1 seed in the playoffs. If they're able to hold on, they don't have tough opponents to end the year, and they destroyed Greeley. I feel confident that this team is gonna, as the girls get ready for the 1600, I did that twice today, can't believe it, 1600 meter relay. But yeah, you broadcasts, look out for it. Taking a look around Somers, we got some lacrosse going on. We got the new look baseball field out there, as well as the girls are lined up and ready to go. Hand is raised, and Bucket it, bucket it, bucket. Let's go racing here at Somers High School, and the girls off. What a start there as they're off, and I believe that may be hard to tell who's in front, but that possibly may be Somers. As movement now, a close battle for the lead as we continue in lap number 1. A great start to what looks to be Somers in front, but no confirming till they went by. But Somers colors, as we do have less schools running in this one as well. As here comes the leader, that is Brooke Fazio leading for the Tuskers up front. Tuskers leading this one. In second. And pulling away from second place, as well as Fazio able to get the lead after lap number 1. Heading now into lap number 2. Results, we have Byram Hill coming in second and Somers in first. And this is going to be the only heat, just like it was for the boys, only girls' heat for the baton race. Fazio pulling more and more ahead of this one for the Tuskers as we're out now for lap number 2. Let's just take a look at the last replay at the start. As now Fazio getting a bigger and bigger gap coming around. As there goes Fazio, pulling more and more ahead. Going through lap number 2. In second is Byram Hills, followed by Scarsdale in third, Arlington in fourth, and in fifth we have Rye. In 6 is Mayapack, 7th is Briarcliff. That is your current order as we complete lap 2. Coming around for lap number 2 now, Tuskers and Fazio still up front. Tuskers, of course, the Tuskers are hosting this event, or actually it is the Somers Lions Club that is being hosted in Somers at Somers High School by the Somers Lions Club. And yeah, a nice event that they host every year, the 47th annual Lions Club track meet as well. And shout out to Brandon currently grabbing some food for us. Just shout out to him as he did get elected into an officer position for the Lions Club, I believe next year, or Leo's, but still. Leo's Lions, I believe they're related. They do the similar stuff as they come around. Fazio still leading here. As we're moving around, still full ahead are the Tuskers. A big gap there, and we'll be back in a moment. Tuskers still have a big lead here as That is not even close, just making the gap bigger and bigger as it's almost, we could say, a quarter of a track ahead is the Tuskers as here comes Fazio through lap number 3 now, getting ready for one more. That is lap number 4. My apologies, as it's gonna be passed on. Somers cruising into the first one, ahead by a ton, and a great lead by the Tuskers as it's gonna be passed on. And now we have runner number 2 on for the Tuskers. As here goes Somers, pulling more and more ahead. That's Fazio. And that is the next Somers runner now in. As Somers still has a huge gap. It's getting a little closer, but still quarter of the track still. It's just a huge gap as they're coming around. A dominating performance by the Tuskers as they go more and more ahead. Out front, that is for the Tuskers, that is Julia, as they're pulling more and more ahead. And through lap number 5 now, as Somers still with a big gap for their lead, just gaining up more and more on this one, as we're now on to lap number 6 in this one. Somers up front, but let's take a look at this second place Byram Hill battle. As it's moving around. So they're coming around now with Byram Hills. With it followed by, I believe that's Arlington. All right, so coming on around now. So Somers still up front in this one as they continue to pull ahead. Somers continues to wall and a wall in this one as they're off. A dominating performance by Somers, and let's just take a look at the last replay. It was a close battle to start off this one, but since then, Somers have pulled more and more away in this one, as Somers has a huge lead currently. As they come around. And it's just dominating performance. As up front still, it is still Somers currently in first, and around the time where they're about to pass on, yes, the next runner is ready for the Tuskers as they still lead. Up front are the Tuskers. As now runner number 3 out there for Somers. Somers still up front in this one. It's been a domination by the Tuskers as we continue as we roll around. And take a look at the next episode coming out. It will be premiering tomorrow night on the Somers Sports broadcast. We'll be interviewing and so forth. We'll be interviewing Somers Varsity baseball coach, Coach JT. Check out our last episode as well as we interviewed Coach Hirsch. We also talk about Somers sports and some Somers sports results. We also talk about the NBA playoffs. There's a lot going on. Stay tuned as tonight I'll be giving my NBA series predictions as well, because why not? Somers currently up front. Let's just predict the series currently going on. So we have Warriors, Rockets, Game 6 coming up. I think the Warriors are going to take that one in 6. Game 7 tonight. Nuggets, Clippers to predict in a bit, but still up. Still up front is Somers with a big lead still, as with 14 minutes in this one, the third runner currently on. Domination performance by Somers in this event. As in second place currently we have, just trying to get the stats up for you. We got Byram Hill still in second, Arlington in third, Mayapack in fourth, Scarsdale in fifth, followed by Rye in sixth, Briarcliff in seventh. A great close battle there, as those are all your placements currently up there. So Somers still leading there as here they come around. So there, as we continue to come around, let's see what happened here as Somers still up front in this one. Not a lot has been going on in this race as it's been domination mostly by Somers, as Somers still out way in front.
Somers, Parker Page on the track now.
In second place, way back, we got Byram Hill as they come around. But it is still just a domination performance again by Somers. Somers showed up and dominated. And as we are having some downtime here, Brandon, who's your prediction? Who's your prediction to win it all in the NHL playoffs this year?
Oh, the NHL playoffs. I've actually got the Capitals or the Panthers winning it.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be the Panthers taking it as well. Now into the NBA. I know Brandon doesn't know NBA that much, so I'll talk about the NBA. Yeah, so I'm going to do round by round throughout the night. Let's talk about the next round. So we got Warriors, Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves. Warriors are maybe the better team, but yeah, Timberwolves really the team to beat. And they're a great young team, and I think they're going to be able to beat this Warriors team. The Thunder and the winner of this Clippers-Nuggets game. You know what? I'm going wild. It's different from tomorrow's episode. I'm going Clippers. Just a lot going on with this Nuggets team. This Nuggets team is obviously better, but I think I'm going Clippers. So Clippers-Thunder. I think the Thunder go and sweep the Clippers. Just some predictions. As Somers still up front, as they're going to pass it on to runner number 4 now for the Tuskers, as it's going to be passed on, and they're off. Final runner for the Tuskers here today in this girls 1600. Passing it on now as they're rolling around.
We'll see the lead Somers has in just a moment here. We'll be able to inform you of that.
Somers are way ahead, but also as we are in lap number 13 of 16 in this one, as it's passed along. Wow.
No one else has finished. No one else has handed off for their last leg yet. Byram Hill's just now handing off on the last leg. What a lead for Somers in this one. They've got over a half a lap lead.
And while we have a moment, Brandon, are there any specific strategies the team is using against today's competition?
Yeah, so as Lacko said, the primary strategy is focus on individual execution and performance. They've been emphasizing race strategy, very important, and pacing in training. For their field event athletes, it's about consistent technique under constant pressure. With field events, you're going to be standing there, and you're going to stand there and watch your competition jump right before you or right after you. So you're going to feel pressure to do just as good or better than them. So you need to be on top of your game there. And they're aware of the strengths of some of the competing teams. Their main performance is on their athletes performing. They're not worried about how well other teams perform. They're just worried about how well Somers is performing. And the potential, and they need to just control what they can control. And everything should be all right. On to the second lap for Somers with a time of 1:20 on the first lap. Kaya Distancic.
Yeah, those are just some things. Yeah, that's not just track. That's all sports. Like, if you mess up in something, you just don't worry about it. You move on and just worry about yourself and what you're doing next. If you think about others, that's usually not key to success. As Somers still leading.
And it looks like Somers has a very big lead. Kai Dazinski has over half the lap now, probably 3/4 of a lap. We'll see if it's possible for her to lap her competition.
As here they come, that is lap 14 14 completed as we go now to lap number 15.
2 to go for Somers. All other teams not within range. All other teams still on previous laps.
And Somers, just from the beginning out of the gate, they've had the speed and the momentum, and they have the runners to keep the momentum, and also just starting off with Fazio and the runners after that with that momentum. They've just been able to keep this big lead, and that is the key of why they are far ahead in this one. Somers coming around. And 1 lap to go, presented by the Somers Sports Broadcast, as it's the final lap here in this one. Coming around, final lap here for this race, as Somers is your leader by a large margin here. Somers going around past turn 1, now heading into turn number 2 on the track as they continue to gain speed and momentum in this 7-school battle here in this one, dominated by Somers. Somers wearing number 1 in this one. Currently, after that last lap, they have the fastest time with 21 minutes and 21 seconds in the lead. Second place, I believe, yet to cross.
They just crossed. They are almost a full minute behind Somers. They're about 45 seconds behind. Wow, that is a big gap in track and field.
As now coming down a few more. It's Somers in the lead and Mayapak trying to pass Mayapak, but even if they don't, that doesn't matter. Somers heading to the finish. And the Somers Tuskers are going to take this one, but we still have more battles till the finish.
Wow, amazing performance by these girls, taking first 4x1600 on the relay there.
Yeah, there's the moment as the Tuskers cross the finish line, and Somers gets it with 22 minutes and 49 seconds. A great performance by the Tuskers girls in this heat.
Now, Byram Hills approaching the line, but they still have 1 lap to go.
That's just crazy how far Somers is ahead as they cross it, and 1 lap. Yeah, 1 lap to go for Byram Hill.
Some great distance runners here on the Somers girls team. Congratulations to them on their first place finish, lapping all other teams.
So that actually is going to do it. Byram Hill takes second place with 23:41, followed by Arlington in third. Mayapak comes in fourth. In
Mayapak's
fifth,
still running.
Mayapak currently in fourth. Scarsdale currently in fifth. Ryan sixth. Briarcliff still in seventh. But those are basically results, as we will be back in just one moment. Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast. where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests. We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today. Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports. Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports. Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive. And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Welcome back to Somers High School. We're here on this partly cloudy Friday night, 77 degrees here for our Lions Club Invitational Track Meet.
And we just finished up the girls' 1600 meter and
Girls 1600 meter, top 3 have finished, but Briarcliff's still running. They're just finishing now. So next up on the track, we are going to have
And so now we look to get ready for the JV 100, the boys 116 meter varsity, and let's just take a look at some replays.
This is going to be the sprint medley relay.
Oh. Yeah, I just muted. Okay.
So we have the sprint medley relay coming up next, the boys, and we're off. They're starting with a 50. So this is going to be multiple legs of some sort of distant sprints determined, and they are going to all combine to 1 mile.
As they come around turn number 3.
And it looks like they're going to be doing distance of 400 meters for this one.
But this is the battle currently for the lead. Moving around.
Sprint medley relay, they're going to be doing 400, then 200, and then second 200, and the last leg will be 800 meters. Somers not participating in this heat, but I believe they will be in the next.
As we're moving around now, look back at a replay from earlier. A great finish for the Tuskers to win the girls 600 meter. As we come around now, lap number 2. Fast and a quick battle.
Yes. So these runners have only ran 200 meters, and that is a sprint. So this is going to set off our 800 meters. So these runners now are going to do 2 laps around the track. And they're going to be somewhat sprinting, these 800 runners. They're going to take it a little slower than our 200 and 400 runners because they are covering more distance. But it is still supposed to be a sprint. So far we have Mount Vernon in first. Stepanak in second, and Arlington in third.
As now here they come. This is still a very close battle with Stepanak and Arlington, but
Stepanak and yes, you're right. Actually, that appears to be Lakeland, maybe.
Stepanak pulls ahead.
Yeah, so we have Stepanak in first, Mount Vernon in second, Arlington in third. Sorry about that. We were struggling to read the jerseys there. These runners are moving so quickly, but Stepanak pulling ahead with a little bit of a lead. But it looks like New Rochelle trying to make a move for third alongside Arlington, both making a move for second and third.
As the move out, Stepanak now gaining more and more of a lead as we just had a pass for second place as well, coming around. Stepanak up front.
It's going to be a photo finish here. Stepanak out front. Arlington gaining on him. Is he going to have enough? Lakeland Panis making a move around Arlington.
Going on top to the finish.
Stepanak is going to take this race.
What a finish there. And
Stepanak taking this sprint medley relay. Stepanak in first with a time of 3:39.26. Lakeland Panis in second with a time of 3:39.77. And New Rochelle in third with a time of 3:39.97. Congratulations to our top three teams there. That is heat 1 of 2. We do have another set, and we'll see shortly who is going to be on the track for that. We're going to have Mayapack, Somers, Hackley, Hastings, Hendrick Hudson, Mamaroneck, and Rhinebeck. Totally relevant fact, Somers JV baseball beat Rhinebeck 11-4 at Rhinebeck yesterday.
And a great performance there by the Tuskers as they showed up and played there.
It's going now. Warm-ups going now for the Tuskers. We will be back shortly. And we're back here, ready for our next sprint medley relay.
And we're off.
We're off there with the first 400 meters. Somers in this one. Somers moving into third quickly.
Great start for the Tuskers now up there battling for third. Somers.
Mamaroneck appears to be in first.
As Manek is pulling ahead. Coming around turn number 3 of lap 1 here in this boys 600 meter. 1600 meter.
It looks like we have Jason Baez.
How do you like it? Do you like it a little more fitted or do you like it?
So that will do it for lap number 1.
So on to a 200 meter here. It looks like we have Kalen Fry for Somers. A very, very quick sprinter. He is going to make up this ground quickly. He's already gaining on our first and second competitors. And it looks like we're going to have Logan Labasso, who's going to be taking the baton from Kalen. Kalen Fry making a move on first. Kalen Fry able to pull ahead as he passed the baton off to Labasso, and some trouble on the handoff there. Somers going to lose their first place position, but it looks like...
But here comes Logan, going fast, very fast. This is the battle for the lead. Logan, 2 wide, 3 wide now for the battle. Logan using all his might as now pulling ahead. Logan falls back to third. But a great one there by Logan Labasso to get it down.
Oh boy, this should be a fun one for you folks. We have Sam Parsons, who we will be interviewing in a coming episode. But we are going to get those scores for you in this last 800 meter. So Hackley finished in first position with 1:43.95. Mamaroneck in second with a time of 1:44.08. And Somers in third with 1:44.33.
Sam still in third as
Sam has about a lap and a half now to get himself into position. I know he's going to save a lot of his energy for the end of that last lap, where it's going to turn into a sprint.
as it's coming around.
Sam Parsons
up there.
Parsons maybe making a move for second. Sam moving over a little bit, getting ready for a pass. He's going to want to make this move sooner than later, so he only has to worry about one person in front of him later on. He's going to fall back and just glide.
Sammer's right there. Gonna lose some momentum here, but still has the room to get right back up there. Now we got a battle for the lead, first and second. Close battle for the lead, and it's gonna be passed. That's gonna be
Hackley taking first, and just thinking strategy, Sam's strategy is probably to be gliding here, which means he's not accelerating, he's just keeping his momentum. It's a great way to save energy, and coming out of this last turn, it's really going to turn into a sprint. He's already starting to speed up a little bit, moving into second, passing Mamaroneck. And it looks like Mayapak making a move on Parsons for second. Mayapak coming out of nowhere.
Mayapak out there now as it's still Hackley in first. Coming around.
This 800 really seeming to hit some of these runners there. Hackley is going to take first, Mayapak second, and Somers going to take third. Wow. That's still a great race for Somers.
Yeah, what a performance by Somers there. 4 runners really that were out there really worked well together, and for all the teams, and it was Hackley who came on top.
Hackley in first with a time of 3:49.93. Mayapak in second with a time of 3:51.32, and Somers in third with a time of 3:44.99. Congratulations to our top 3 teams there.
And we'll be right back in a moment. Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify. And we're off right now at the girls 1600 now, as currently don't have a camera out for you, but we're still rocking and rolling. As we're back out now for the camera, the girls 1600, and we're off. Coming around now, turn number 1. As they're taking it around. As they're moving around now, here comes in the lead, that is... I believe we'll find out who that is in just one moment. As that is going to finish, they're going to pass on now to their partners as they come around. 108 so far in this one. A big gain there now. As they're moving around. Coming around now for lap 2 as he's going to pass along. Now a battle for the lead, neck and neck. As it's going to be a pass for the lead. A pass for the lead now. As they go on for time number 3 as they go around. As now they are pulling more and more ahead. Up front currently, that's New Rochelle, followed by Rye and Hackley in 3rd. As they're coming around now. Hackley far up. As we're coming around turn number 3 now. Pulling more and more ahead out to 4 through turn 4. New Rochelle continues to dominate this one as they continue to go here. As here comes New Rochelle. Rolling back. Up, down pass for 2nd. A pass there, a great pass there for 2nd place as that was Hackley who passed Rye there as they come around now. A lot could happen in a lap as New Rochelle still up front, but now got battle for the lead. Pass for the lead. I believe that's Hackley who passes for the lead now as we come around. Pulling ahead now of Hackley. There goes Hackley, who moves farther ahead. And they are looking to go ahead to take this one. As here comes Hackley up front. As they come on now down. And Hackley will take that one, followed by New Rochelle. And a great finish there. As that is gonna do it. Hackley wins. And Brandon, I believe, is this the final event?
This is the final varsity event on the track tonight. Shot put still going, but I don't think we're going to call that.
Yeah, so that's pretty much gonna do it.
But we do have one more heat of the girls' 1600 meter shot. Medley relay. So we'll see who's running that. Somers is going to be in there. On this heat, we have Arlington, Mayapack, Yorktown, North Salem, Somers, Hastings, John J. East, Fishkill, Mount Vernon, Mamaroneck, Maria, Regina, Rhinebeck, and Valhalla.
As they are lined on up. Lined on up and getting ready to go as they're all out there.
Ready, officials, the last checks. Getting ready to start here.
Bucket it wrong. Let's go racing, and we are off now here. As it looks already, it looks to be Dark Red pulling ahead.
Looks like we're gonna have Arlington taking the lead instantly. Somers gonna be making a move for fourth place already. Somers gonna get into fourth early on here in this 400 meters.
Great move there for Somers to put them up.
Apologies, we're having some video troubles here, so we will give you the best audio calls we can here of what is happening. And it looks like Mayapack is going to be making a run for third, going 3 wide with Yorktown and Valhalla. Valhalla is going to lose position, I believe, to Mayapack. Valhalla pulls away after the handoff, and it looks like it's going to go Valhalla, Yorktown, Mayapack, Somers in a distant fourth, but
as they come now around.
Second 200 here. Handoffs all going smoothly.
As we come around, turn number 3. Up front, that is Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon in first. Yorktown second. Mayapack third.
As they head now pass off to their partner, Mount Vernon, able to get a good pass and continue a big lead.
Somers in fourth. So yeah, looking at the second lap there, 152.23 for Mount Vernon in first, and then Yorktown in second with 156.67. Mayapack in third, 157.56. Somers in fourth with 201.12.
As they're going to bring it around with still Mount Vernon up front. Yorktown and Mayapack, 2 rivalries of Somers battling it out for second place, but Yorktown is pulling more and more ahead now, actually getting closer to Mount Vernon. We may possibly have battle for the lead, but is it too close, late to call? As it's the battle to the end.
They have one more lap.
And as we go with one more lap here in this one. One more lap as we continue. Mount Vernon holds on to it as they take it around turn 2. Mayapack able to pass Yorktown over some point in there for second place. A great pass there for Mayapack. As they're coming around now, still Mount Vernon in front, but Mayapack getting closer and closer for second place.
And as they come back around here,
battle to the finish. It looks to be Mount Vernon who is gonna take this one as Mount Vernon finishes it off strong to end off the night. Mount Vernon comes in first with 4 minutes and 24, followed by...
And Somers still fighting for position here.
Somers goes out and is able to win the battle to get the higher spot there.
Yes, we'll see that. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But Mayapack in second with a time of 4:27.56. Yorktown in third with 4:36.27. And Somers barely coming in fourth with a time of 4:42.25. Shortly followed by John Jay East Fishkill, 4:42.97. Congratulations to all of our scoring teams there.
And yeah, that's gonna basically do it. But Brandon, are there any highlights you'd like to mention from today's track meet?
I don't think I have anything. Actually, I would like to highlight the whole Somers team. The team doing great so far, both boys and girls. Many points being scored. The boys are actually currently in first place for the meet with 48 points. They have 8 points up on Nanuet, and the girls are currently in fifth place with 38 points, tied for fifth with New Rochelle. We wish our Somers athletes luck with the rest of tonight and tomorrow. Benny, anything else you would like to give us tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Good luck to everyone, especially the Tuskers. And yeah, just a great showing by multiple teams. And we're off for another event here. And we're off with the JV now. Waste as we come around.
First 400 meters, we have Somers in this junior varsity race. On the track, New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, Mayapack, Hackley, Mamaroneck, Stepanak, Somers, Port Chester, and Valhalla. And Mount Vernon in first. For this one, we have McGuire running the 400. And positions after the first lap are going to start to come in here. Just a moment.
As we go around corner number 2, now out towards corner number 3. New.
And for Somers doing this first 200, looks we have Daniel Spadini. And for the second 200, it looks like we're going to have Jack Alessandro, another fast sprinter from Somers, looking to make up some ground here.
Actually, I'll come together for myself. I think
As now, it's a neck-and-neck battle.
Jack A trying to move on Stepanak is not going to quite get there. Jack.
I'll take a red small.
As now Mount Vernon continues to pull more and more ahead. Mount Vernon still leading here as they're coming around. As they pull away. A close battle, however, back up there for sixth as it's 3 runners right there. A close battle there as Mount Vernon still ahead. Somers back there as well. Up there, however, as Mount Vernon still up front.
Jack L on the track for Somers, taking this 800 meter. Coming into the last lap, Mount Vernon in first with 2 minutes, 40 seconds, 91. Hackley, 2:44.53 in second. And then still waiting on our third position. Third position is going to go to Stepanak, 2:48.49. Fourth will go to Mamaroneck, 251.71. And Somers will be in sixth with 259.56.
As they continue to take it around now. As they're coming around, still up front is Hackley, followed by a Mount Vernon. Close battle as we have in third is Stepnack.
Times come in for the race here, and we are going to have Hackley finishing first with 3:49.58. Mount Vernon finishing second with 3:54.55, and then Stepinac finishing third with 3:59.53. Somers finishing down in sixth with 4:08.78. Congratulations to all our top runners. We will be back shortly.
And on the track now is girls JV as moving around. It looks like we have a familiar team up front as it's Mount Vernon going to turn 4 of lap 1 here in the JV race. Coming around now, up front is Mount Vernon, but in a close second it is Harrison. Harrison, a name that we haven't really seen that much today, out in second. As they come around for that lap, and they're going to pass on to their teammates here. So passing on now to the teammates. As now it's a neck-and-neck battle between Harrison and Mount Vernon. Too wide for the lead. Here comes Harrison going on the inside for the pass, and Harrison has taken the lead. A great pass for Harrison there. So here comes Harrison pulling farther and farther ahead. As Harrison starting to dominate a little more in this one, followed by Mount Vernon. And in third is Hackley. As the field goes farther back, the closer the teams are, as Somers back there as well. Mount Vernon. As we are on and back, we apologize for the camera feed, but we now have it back as cheering on their teams over there. Multiple people out on the other side of the field cheering on the teams as we head around turn 3 now to the back of the track. And as we come around to turn number 4 now. 500 meters left in this one as they come around the final stretch, and they got one more to go. As up front is Hackley. Hackley somehow found the way to pass Harrison for the lead. Hackley now up front. Hackley, 3:18. And they're leading with 400 more to go. One more lap here for Hackley as they head around the 400 more meters. One more lap. Will Hackley be able to hold on? Harrison slowing down a little bit as Hackley is gaining momentum, but still a huge gap from second to third. Almost an eighth of the track field. That's how big the gap is. But so Harrison has a much bigger chance than the others, but Hackley is pulling farther away as it's moving around. So as they come around, heading to the finish. And it's going to be Hackley who takes this one for the JV girls race. As they continue to battle towards the finish. As they cross the finish, the final teams cross the finish line. We got Hackley in first. Harrison comes in second. In third, New Rochelle. Maria Ragnesia in fourth. Mayapack comes in fifth. Somers in sixth. In seventh is Chester. Mount Vernon in eighth. Marinec in ninth. Croton Harmon in 10th. And Valhalla is disqualified. But for that one, so they probably did not participate. But yeah, that basically is going to wrap things up for us today. Brandon, is there anything else you want to say about today's event before we go?
Yeah, amazing performance by Somers. Many of our Somers athletes here scoring. We see if we have a score update here. Somers boys still in first place, and the girls have moved up to second. They are tied for second now with New Rochelle with 58 points. They are 6 points behind Briarcliff in first with 64 points. Sorry.
Yeah, but before we go, let's just go over the final results for tonight, the score results for tonight. So, Brandon, do you want to go over the final results for the boys?
Yes, for tonight, keep in mind that 12 out of 33 events have been scored, so still much meat to have. But Somers in first for the boys, 48 points. Nanuet second with 40. Bronxville third with 36. Arlington fourth with 32 points. Stepanak in fifth with 30 points. For our girls there, we have Briarcliff first, 64 points. New Rochelle and Somers tied for second with 58 points. Rye Country Day in fourth with 56 points. And Hendrick Hud in fifth with 52. Those were your girls' standings there.
But yeah, and now let's take a look at the girls' standings. So
we took a look at those already.
All right, we did, yeah. So yeah, folks. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Benny Silk.
Brandon Nappy.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Before we go, we have a quick commercial trailer for you. Watch the Soma Sports broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown!
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.